So welcome back to Rise of the Ghurids, and of course the first thing we need to do today is land some vassals and create some of these duchy tiles to give to our family. The first one is Merv, but we've got to find somebody to give it to. Our family's just, it's not very big right now. I mean, there's 31 living members. The next generation will be really big. We had 13 children. Once they all start having children as well, our family should get quite big. A lot of them are not married, so we'll get on with that soon, but let's find somebody suitable for Merv. Now, son and ward, he's only 13. Our grandson, he's going to inherit some land off his father. So I think we're going to have to give it to somebody outside of our family. Well, one of our sons has gone away because he lost that land as well. So we're going to actually grant titles and we're going to give him back. You know what? We'll let him control those two duchies and then he'll take some vassals and he should have a decent amount of power pretty soon where he can actually, you know, defend any uprisings and stuff. So I think giving him them two is not a bad idea. He takes a fair few vassals now as well. Merv is the one I'm struggling on. And we also have this duchy up here, which if we look at the economy map mode, does include 2 mines. Like this is a really, really, really powerful duchy. It's got this mine here and another one in this city. So I mean, holding on to some of it for now is not a bad idea. Okay, so we're going to give Merv to this guy. As you can see, it is affected on money because we're having less direct vassals now. Problem is, yeah, we do have some powerful vassals, but I think that will be mostly okay. And then we're going to give away some of the land up here. Again, it's going to have to not be our family, which is not too bad because eventually we'll give our family the duchy and they'll just become vassals of them. Now, I'm trying to land people with some good stewardship so they can make some decent money. Like this guy here, we could grant titles, give him that one. Now, the other two around him, this one has a mine, and this one, the mine's in the city. Now, we need one more vassal for the Duchy of Bal. Again, sadly, can't really go to family unless we want to land our player heir and son, which I'd rather not do until he's of age. So we're going to grant one of these counties. We'll make sure it's not the duchy capital, just to someone who may be decent. This guy here, we have a strong hook on him. So we're going to give him that county, and then eventually we'll give our dynasty the duchy, and he'll become a vassal of them. So it should work out okay in the end, where we have all of our vassals, or most of them, just being of our family, which I think is the best course of action there. But of course, right now, we are continuing on our big expansion, because we took quite a lot of land yesterday, and if we look at the region of BACTRIA, we also need a tax collector, my player heir and son. There we go. We need, for BACTRIA, still a little bit more land. We've got most of it. The next easiest target is all of these over here. So I think let's just go on all-out war while we're still in the unrest phase and just see how much of this we can eventually pick up. You know what? This army's a bit overkill for this, but you know what? We're still making money with them raised, so we may as well raise them all. Converted literature. So my lord, my Rajparit approaches me with urgency. A local merchant has a copy of the compendious book on calculations by completion and balancing, but refuses to sell it to me. I'm not paying for a book. Right now, we're like in a warfare phase. He wants me to spend money on a book. Again, I'm not going to do anything with our menagerie for now. I'm just going to leave it, and maybe we'll get some pets a bit later on. So education at the end. Our son, Assad, picked up cancer. Nice, sorry about that. There we go. They're going to keep running to us. We will soon got that siege, and we can enforce demands. And we have plenty of prestige to just keep going to war, which is why this is so good. Do we... we're getting a lot of land now and not enough family members. So my daughter's pregnant. She's not married though. So we're going to make sure it's matrilineal so they stay at court. Right now, I don't think we really need allies. So I'd rather bring people who can come to my court and have more children of my own dynasty. So let's see what we have here. Maybe someone with some nice bit of prowess so they can fight for us. So we have Ying Liu or Ying Liu, and he's of our faith. Got 25 prowess. He could make a nice, decent commander. So you come along to our court. Our primary heir and son still not married. He is 24. So do we want to look for an alliance with him? We could get some nice, powerful allies now. Or instead, just look for somebody who has some nice stats and somebody who makes sense. I think, you know what? We go for an alliance with our son. Primary heir, get a nice alliance. That usually works out quite well. So we could actually get an alliance with the Chola Empire. They were one of the invasions from the Historic Invasions mod. I would like somebody a little bit closer, though. This could work out. So if we married our player heir and son to her, we get an alliance with these right here. They're quite close as well. They are currently at war, but they aren't winning. So you know what? I think that's a nice little alliance to make. And he does get 600 prestige from that. And next, we're just going to keep going for all of them. Hopefully, yeah, some of them are going to need to be duchy walls, which is not great because I don't want to get allies. But you know what? If we have to do some duchy walls, we'll just do them. And I'm not going to command the army myself. We're a bit old for that now. We are 63. Food, Ghurid victory. There we go. We're still... Oh, so our son and steward. What? They had a little bit of land up here, didn't he? Was it this county? It might have been this county here. Now, which county? Trying to work out. They definitely just defeated him in a warlock. Unless they were defending. Let me look at the truce. Oh, it was for this duchy and they won it. So there we go. So our family now, Katal, our player A, just beat them himself and took some land for himself. I think completing the duchy he should have had, because we were one county short on that. So that's really big for us. Betrothed can marry our player A. Yep, let's get that done. Child of my dynasty. So there we go. She had a child, which is not actually his, because it kind of happened before, but we'll pretend it's his. I'm sure it is fine. Another daughter come of age. Elusive shadow, actually. Not bad at all. So, the Zombies are calling me to a war. They are attacking for some extra land. Okay, we'll finish up this war, and then we'll head straight down to help them. Sadly, that siege wasn't enough, but if we can get a battle, we can actually hopefully get the 50% war score from battles and win. What is this? 999 chapters of gold. The celebrated writer, Darab, had a falling out with his longtime patron, Amir-e Amaran. He promised me 999 talents of gold. Darab tells me, one for every chapter in this epic poem I have long prepared on his behalf. I had planned to use it to restore the collapsed kunat in my home village, but when I was in the bathhouse, a courier came with my promised reward, but the coins were of silver. Upset by this betrayal, I gave it all to the courier, the bathhouse host, and a juice peddler. Now I need a new employer while I finish the last chapters. I hear you have enough gold to match the previous offer. So 449 gold, and we get a book when it's finished. We are ambitious, so we do that's a lot of gold. I've never had this event before, though. And it's going to steal his court poet and annoy him. You know what? Let's do it. We're going to steal his court poet. Just get on his nerves. Take everything from him. And the limits of spite. Our rightful moves against House Banjarid have not gone unnoticed. It is all but certain they now regret the reciprocated rivalry. While such creatures don't deserve pity or mercy, the original injury has now been repaired. Extending this conflict indefinitely may not be in our best interest. Yeah, we're wrathful. We're going to continue this feud. We are taking all your land. I hope they know that. And there we go, 100%. So what we're going to do, keep our armies raised, and we're going to head down to help the Zombies. But we're expanding decently fast. Our Ashwar Abu just got injured. What I need to do... Ooh, look at this city. Ark of Baraka. Okay. It's not a bad little duchy over here, which will eventually get it all. Well, the same thing again. I'm going to grant some of these spare ones down here to somebody not of my dynasty, because we don't have dynasty members to give this land to. So this guy here, we give him them too. We're not so over our domain limit then. And then once we get the rest of it, we'll find a dynasty member to give the whole duchy to, making him a vassal of them and keeping the capital for our dynasty member. But I want to check how all my vassals getting along. They're still all holding their land. My family, he's doing well. He has an alliance with the Zombies. Nice. Or one of their vassals. He's still doing well. Our son up here is doing really well. So yeah, they're all doing quite good right now, which is great. But let's get in and take on their armies. Saying it's close, but you know what? I think we can win. Yeah, look at that. We can put our new vassal on there as well. And we should demolish them, but oh no. My mortal body, Shah or peasant, high or low, it does not matter. In the end, we are all mortals. I was reminded of this when I woke up coughing in the early morning hours. You know what? Let's get a physician. There we go. So, we have a few choices. We are going to go with the best. Ooh, and this guy, Faiz, he's a renowned physician. We have Kopti, who's a bit worse, but he is a fair bit younger. You know what? I'm going to go with Kopti. It costs the same, but looking at the age difference, he'll be around for a lot longer, and he can probably... Oh, excellent versus poor, though. Prize is poor. You know what? We'll get the best one, and do no more than what is necessary. So in the end, the fatty food turned out to be just what I needed. There we go. Excellent work. There we go. Absolutely destroyed their armies. We're going to go and unsiege their land as well now. And a tale of old glory. He's now ill. Please don't die after I just give you all that money. So Darab hands me his script and many pages already decorated with fine miniature drawers with a skilled hand. Here is the book that I promised you, he declares triumphantly. And with what humble skill I may possess, I promise that you will not find it lacking. It tells of heroes like Arash the archer, Feridun the dragon slayer, beautiful princesses, and Persia's ancient glory. I even made a couplet trying your great dynasty to it all. Ooh, 5% more monthly renown. We will pay him. We did promise. So, you know, we will pay him. We're not awful, but we can do that and he can stay around. You know what? Why not? I mean, we could imprison you and take your money, but I'm not going to do that. It's very expensive. Probably not a smart choice of stiff through with our money, but we can put it down over here now. Again, a little bit more renown, and later on, when we get maybe a few kings and stuff in our family, that could make a big difference. My dad comes of age. He's now 16, and he picked up Midas Touched. So I think he gets this duchy over here. We're going to grant that to him now, this one county that we can give him, and then we'll take the rest of these and give it all to him and give him the duchy title. You want to arrange a marriage? We're going to say no. Why am I not? Oh, that's siege. I was reading that completely wrong. And golden child. So our 11-year-old son gives me 105 gold. Where are our kids finding all this money then? Ill my old self. There we go. We recovered from that. We're going to go take their armies out again. They're trying to siege the Zombies' capitals. You want to negotiate an alliance with my son, Steward? Yes, please. And he wants to give me a great gazelle hide? Sure. And he's now come in to pay his respects at our court. Mortified, so I wait patiently on my throne for the arrival of Firaz, who is soon announced and ushered before me. He kneels in deference, but as Firaz stands, he stumbles awkwardly. The court gasps in union as he falls, ending sprawled at my feet, cheeks flushed with embarrassment. Your oaths are all that matter to me. Yeah, that's okay. Wandering. Oh my god, one of the court events, and now my court physician has just left. Okay, I need to actually be more careful. I will start checking out my court events then, because I just lost a lot of money on him. Saint. So we've got the achievement Saint. I'm assuming, because yeah, we just become a religious icon, but oh no. My son and player has been injured. What we need to do is make sure go in here and forbid my son and player from being a knight. And once again, another court physician. So we're going to go with the best one again. Yeah, you'll do. Please just save my son. Also, my armies are starving, so we're going to split them up, get them some supplies. So I discovered agents at my court, obviously in the employ of my nemesis. However, when I demanded they be withdrawn, Amir Imran denied everything. My sister just died in her sleep. Could that be them? So my injured son, do no more than what is necessary. And please don't die. There you go. They're getting supplies now. I think the Zombies have this war now. I don't think they really need us. A child of my dynasty, so my player and son has just had a child. We're going to personally educate them and hope they turn out quite well. Still have Afshan as our court tutor, but I'm going to leave the Zombies now to this war. I think they should have it, right? Yeah, they got no problems now. And you want to purchase a truce, my rival? No. Did he really think that was going to work? Well, we're going to go ahead, just disband these. Get them sorted. And any second, the Zombies should have won that and expanded a nice bit. There we go. And look at their land now, looking way better. So we have offering betrothals. We're going to say no. And we'll ransom our prisoners of way, of course. Could found a holy order. But I think right now our money is best spent when we get enough and just keep upgrading these Burge foundations. We 1,140-ish. Neighbors can be... Oh, so we can vassalize quite a few people here. We could vassalize the rest of this lot up here. It looks like, yeah, we could vassalize them all, but I'd much rather get in there and conquer them. So conquer duchy, I think we might have to actually start. Yeah, we're going to have to start like all of them in one go. Because pretty soon we're going to go into the stabilization phase where we're not going to be able to do this. When you have some of it, you're a bit risky. So we're going to leave your part until last. And instead, let's try and win these three. And Shala, a daughter, comes of age. She picked up astute intellectual. We've got 3 wars on the go now. Get in there. Defeat all their armies, first of all. And the enemy banner. We got their banner. So you know what? We're going to destroy it. And we'll just siege them all one by one. And once their armies get destroyed, we'll station besiegers, move to the next one. There we go. We won one of them, so we can enforce that one. And because we're conquering county on most of them, we don't get any vassals either, which is nice. We got the nickname, the Quarreler. They call you Shah Farzin the Quarreler. Why? It is considered wise not to start a conversation with you unless you have a few hours to spare, sometimes days. We lose 150 prestige, really? And there we go. We're now going into the stabilization phase. So it's lucky we started all of these wars at the same time. This is the one I was talking about a few videos ago. Zoroastrianism uprising in Delam. Back when the Roman Empire was still whole and before the Rashidun Caliphate emerged from Arabia, Persia was ruled by the Sassanids, a Zoroastrian empire founded in 224 AD. After a conquest of the entire region by the Muslims in 654, Islam has slowly become the majority faith. While Davji dreams of restoring the once mighty empire and bringing Zoroastrianism back from the brink of extinction, he and his devout followers have been gathering strength in secret and believe that the time is now right to stage a large-scale uprising. So let's see, where is he? Delam. So that is up around here somewhere, isn't it? Also, with cities 1 of 4, look at that. Baghdad gets a nice round city, which looks great. But where is Delam? Oh, he's doing an uprising then, so he's probably fighting somebody. Ooh, actually, the Fatimids right now are doing a historical invasion of Tulunid. So the Fatimids are starting to come for the Abbasids right now, but I can't see the Zoroastrians right now, but I'm sure they'll make themselves pretty obvious pretty soon. So there we go. We've won that second one, so we can enforce that. And then one more siege left to do. And perfect. There we go. We can enforce that. And we've just taken all of that. So if we look at the BACTRIA thing now, we need a little bit of land off these up here, one county off this guy, and then basically the land off our nemesis. So we are, look how close we are to forming BACTRIA. We are literally almost there, which is really big for us. Ooh, we could vassalize Rudbar. Should we? On religious exemption, though, so they get religiously protected. We cannot convert faith in any of his counties. You know what? Let's try it. Let's see if we maybe, you know, our land doesn't have to be of our faith. You know, if we can sometimes get along with some of the Muslim rulers, why not vassalize them? There we go. So we're going to want to put him on the council because he's fairly powerful and he's actually a pretty good marshal. Our chancellor is not a powerful vassal, so we're going to switch them out. For I say our son player, the guy with Herat. Make him our chancellor, and we have our other son over here as our spy master. He is currently losing a war, so brothers are fighting each other. So this guy over here, which is Salah, is attacking Ali for this county, and he is losing. Do we need to find them spouses? Because they're not getting married, so I think we're actually going to go ahead and find spouses for them. We could allow marriage, but you know what? We're going to go to our sons now, who have land, and we're going to look for some nice alliances for them. So in that way, it'll make the lands a bit more secure as well. The best alliances that they can get. So these over here in Parla, let's make that for him. And then you over here, let's see what we can get with you. The best alliance is what we're looking for. You're 24, so if we can get someone... 21, that's not bad. That's a mercenary company, though, so you probably don't want to be doing that. 22 for an alliance with a vassal of Chola. I think... Oh, squeezing. That's not too bad. Yeah, let's do that. To make sure they're actually married, otherwise they may not have children, which is what we're trying to desperately do. And, of course, this guy up here now, Murdad, gets all of these counties, and we're going to go ahead... create the duchy title, and then we're going to grant him the duchy as well. So he now gets that vassal like I was talking about, and he should be way more powerful than him, so he shouldn't face any factions or anything like that. But let's see if we can get a nice alliance for him as well. We have these guys there, the Chuhan Raj. There's not really much, and I don't want to marry him to somebody too young, to be honest. Oh, these are not bad. They're quite close as well, right but there. The vassals of our former allies. So let's make that. Just make sure they're all married, so they can all start having children. And we also get alliances from that, which is not what I was trying to do, but they also get the alliance as well, of course. So they're much more powerful now. So if another vassal like Merv tries attacking them, the Ghurids are back. They just won a faction war and they've taken Merv. He's done it. So they're going to be some trouble probably because we do not get along. So a truce is up with Amir-e Amiran Shayan. And we're in the stabilization phase, but we still have de jure duchies that we can conquer. So we may as well go for one of these. Are they just counties? Yeah, both of them are just counties, though. Is it worth going to war for just a county? Maybe not, to be honest. We can't really conquer right now either. So it looks like maybe for now, we're going to have a little break on doing some wars. Oh, you know what we could do? It would kind of negatively affect us, though, but doing a Turkic incursion could be quite fun against them. Another daughter come of age, astute, insightful thinker, actually, so not great. One of our daughters is 20, not married. I want my daughters to stay at home this time because I want more people of my dynasty, so we're probably not going to get any big alliances with them. Instead, just marry people into our court who don't have any land and stuff like that. This guy here, he's 30. We're going to make that marriage for her. There we go. And our other daughter here, she's 17, so we're going to find one for her. As soon as they come of age, we're going to marry people into our court for them. So let's have a look. This guy's intelligent. So you know what? Let's bring him over as well. And these guys can fight for us and all stuff like that. So it's worth definitely doing. But look at that. We're making currently 32 gold a month. Look at our land now. We're quite big. But compared us to the Byzantines, we're not really smaller. Ooh, the Fatimids are also attacking for Egypt as well. So the Fatimids are going to get really big soon. The negotiator, so we gain August. Nice. We have had that event before, though. A schematic court. Someone is plotting to kill my courtier, Darab. Definitely. Wait, my player Aaron's son? Why is he doing it? I thought it was going to be this guy. So he left his court, but boiling anger. You might be Shah, but you're a loathsome fopdoddle. What does that mean? We lose stress. Nice. Great. And the Ghurid vassal wants to come to my court, so he kneels in deference, offering nothing but his oath to faithfully serve as a vassal of the Shardom. At last, I bid satraps arise, confirming my satisfaction, and as it does rise to the lands he rules in my stead. There we go. What are we going to do about this guy? I mean, we modify contract, remove religious rights, and give him title revocation. That could be something we do. What we could also do, we won't go rules and alliance, his 2 grandchildren, is marry some vassals, marry some of my children to vassals. Oh, we can also now vassalize this guy. So why does he want to do it so much? Major difference in titles, difference in military strength, your powerful vassal's opinion of you. I speak East Iranian. He's intimidated. He likes me. And religious exemption. But he will also accept no exemption. I see no reason not to do that because I believe we actually need that, right? Yeah, we need that. No exemption then. Let's do that. I mean, we're just bringing in people now. People want to be vassalized by me. Demand conversion, 79% chance he accepts. And there we go. Look at that. We just picked up a nice new vassal and he's not even powerful. 146 men. All we need to do now in this northern area is just connect these 3 together. That's all we need. And then this tiny bit of land here and this guy's land. So we're literally maybe 1 video away from getting that done. The next time we go in unrest, I feel like we can definitely do that. Oh, and the next Burge Foundation, stabilization. Oh, because we're in the stabilization phase, buildings are 30% cheaper. So we can build this for just 750 gold. Can we upgrade the mine? No, we're going to need the mineralism and stuff. Okay, so yeah, we're quite away from stuff like that. But if we can rush this Burge Foundation, we can get a tier 5 castle. How is our culture coming along then? Did pick up mustering grounds, so we can get a bigger army now, which is nice. We probably want to get moats as well. So we want to finish up the tribal ones and then move into the early medieval. Once we get this culture done, our development should really skyrocket, which will then allow us to actually progress our culture quite fast. Or that's the hope. Anyway, yeah, we're just saving money now. We're not building up the buildings just yet. We're going to instead focus on that Burge. I think that's our best choice there. We can demand some payments from vassals. You know what? I think we go ahead now. It's going to affect our house unity each time. So we're going to be careful, but we're going to demand it from all the people that we can. You know what? Let's just do them all. We're going to demand all our payments, right? Rather than using the hooks on their contracts, let's just take the one-time payment that we can. Get our gold back up from just building that bridge. And we can also ransom some prisoners. This guy's worth 100 gold. Yeah, so what we're going to do as well, go over here and ransom them all away in one go. We still have like a lot of old vassals and stuff in here. They've just been sat here, like Dory and that. They've been sat here for some time. We're going to allow them to go if they pay. That's okay. And look at that, back up to 905 gold. This guy's in prison. He's a decent marshal. If we can recruit him, I'll do that. He won't be converted though. You know what? Yeah, let's recruit him. Does kind of hate me, but hopefully over time we can kind of work on demand his conversion. We'll see how that goes. Found a holy order. We could, but how much is the next Burge in this phase? Only 1,000 gold, and this will be built in 7 months. So we can go straight, and Armin comes of age. Our son, Midas touched again. So pretty soon, you get some land. I think all of our sons, but one, are Midas touched. Like, we have a fantastic family. And what I'm going to do is go on promote development. This gives us cheaper buildings and more development growth. So we're going to push that. 220 gold, though. Instead, first, let's build this next Burge, which we can build pretty soon. There we go. Straight away, tier 4 Burge. And the next one in this phase costs 1,250 gold. Could we get that? We might be able to get that. Ooh. Should we try and rush it? We may actually somehow use the stabilization to, you know, kind of get a Burge on the go. I know some people may not like doing it this way rather than like doing through the eras, but I don't mind it because look, like you're losing gold. It's costing us a lot of money to do. And you know what? It's just fun. Otherwise, we may never get a Burge. So I don't mind doing it this way. We're making a lot of gold. So why not be able to use that gold to take our kingdom? And you know what? We're a big kingdom at this point. Why shouldn't we have a Burge, you know? Like Napoleon, I believe they have a Burge. Yeah, tier 5. So if they can have it, I feel like we deserve it. So it may be a bit cheap doing it this way, but I think it's going to add some fun. So I'm just going to do it anyway. I think it'll be more fun to do it than to finish the series and never have gotten it, right? Can we do a cheap pilgrimage? Like a worldly one? Go far away. Still kind of expensive. And then maybe get some Silk Road event. I think that may be our plan. Get some Silk Road event. Let's go back and get monthly income plus 10%. 37 gold a month. Curse undone to our nephew and rival Arash. The one-eyed just died of heart failure. And look at that. Amir-e Amaran just died. Tension's cool. We're not ending the feud. We are literally pretty soon going to take the rest of their land. So we're not going to go and end that. And instead, the new Amurti Amaran Pendar can become our nemesis. Currently, Ghurid is far ahead of them. Yes, that's what I thought. New perk. We don't even need perks from stewardship, but, I mean, I want our 10% extra income, so we're going to do it. Practical learning. So my steward, Firaz, approaches me with Nassar, my tax collector, trailing close behind. Nassar has been performing especially well as of late. He has shown promise in matters of management and numbers. I would say he is due for some form of commendation, my liege. After all, honing this skill may mean more gold in the realm's coffers. That is our son on player heir. So we can increase the stewardship by 1. Yeah, well, I mean, that's our player heir and son. Of course I'm going to do that. He's one-legged, actually. He's one-legged. He's one-legged. Well, he's not going to be leading any battles, that's for sure. We have 400 piety. So what I'm going to do, I think, tomorrow, we're going to leave it here now. We are 70. Tomorrow, straight away, we go on a worldly pilgrimage, do some nice laps around here, try and get enough gold before the stabilization phase ends, and I mean, we can actually go straight to a Burj. Yes, we will go to a tier 5 castle, which, you know what? I think we deserve it. Our kingdom is nice and big, and we need that central hub. And then maybe next life we can get that culture. But tomorrow, worldly pilgrimage, go to India, try and get as much money as we can. And maybe, as we are 70, we still have a chance of becoming a Silk Road trader. But for today, I'm going to leave that here. So thank you all so much for watching. And hopefully, I'll see you in the next one.